Hello everyone! Now, you may notice that I've been gone for quite some time. Well, I've been living in a one-room student apartment with my husband for the last 3 months, and we've been trying to find a new apartment. Now, I'm from America, and I've never tried to rent an apartment in Germany before, and I've noticed there are quite a few differences between the two. So, I'm not a real estate agent, I'm not a professional, etc., consult someone professional, but in general, these seem to be differences that I'm finding across the board with renting apartments in America versus Germany. Now, let's start first with the lease, the amount of time. Now, in America, usually it's a 6-month minimum lease, sometimes a year or up to 2 years. And you have to give 1 month's notice before you move out. And if you move out early, there's usually a penalty, like you lose your deposit or something. In Germany, it appears to be slightly different. Now, you don't sign a contract for a certain time length, but you have to give 3 months' notice before you move out. Now, viewing the apartment. In America, usually the renter shows the apartment, it's empty, the other rentee has already moved out. In Germany, many times, not always, but many times, the rentee, current renter, will show you the apartment with all their stuff in it and their furniture and their kids running around, their dog, and it's just a little strange to walk into a complete stranger's house and start looking around like, hey, weird for an American, but that's pretty common. Now, in almost every apartment requires you to paint or clean the carpet. Now, in America, that's not usually the case. If you do have to paint or clean the carpet, it's usually in the contract that you sign. And I've rented 5 apartments and only had 1 require painting and carpet cleaning. So, but, on the other hand, more apartments let you smoke in Germany. Whereas in America, many apartments are non-smoking because of the discoloration of the walls and such. Also, too, this you might have noticed, in America, the first floor is the ground floor. Floor 1. It goes 1, 2, 3. Germany, it's the ground floor. The second floor is really the first floor. So if you see an apartment advertised as being on the 2nd floor in Germany, well, it's probably on what you would think is the 3rd floor. So it's like just slightly different. Get used to it. Now, also the way the apartments are advertised is a little different. In America, most places are advertised by number of bedrooms first. 3-bedroom house, 4-bedroom house, 2-bedroom house, you know, with kitchen, living room, bath, half bath, etc., you know. But in Germany, most places are advertised by number of rooms excluding the kitchen and the bathroom. So let's say I have a 3-room apartment. That means I have a kitchen and a bathroom most likely, but then I have 3 rooms. So that would be maybe a living room, bedroom, a kid's room, or an office or something. It doesn't necessarily assign, oh, this is a living room and this, it just lets you choose. So you may say, oh, 4-room apartment, wow, that's 4 bedrooms. Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but it's not 4 bedrooms. Also, in America, usually they have a rent price, like $600 a month, plus utilities, and they'll list the utilities that you have to pay and the utilities that are included. Now, when you look at a listing on a German apartment, it'll have Kaltmiete, cold rent, and Warmmiete, or warm rent. The cold rent is without water, without electricity, without anything, so pretty much the same as the rent price in America. And then the warm rent is the cost with extra costs. The only thing is in America, usually you get the power yourself, you get the water yourself, you get those, etc., and you pay those little bills. Many times in Germany, you pay a flat rate for the utilities to the landlord. So they're at a set rate. Sometimes you get your own stuff, but many times you just pay that flat rate to the landlord. That way you know how much you're going to pay with utilities. Also, too, be very warned. Garten. Yes, that's the German word for garden. But when you're looking at apartments, it doesn't mean a garden like pretty garden with flowers. It means a backyard. It just means a backyard. Now, in most apartments in America, the kitchen is included. The oven, the stove, microwave sometimes, dishwasher occasionally. Most often in Germany, the kitchen is not included. No refrigerator, no oven, no stove. I'm like, where's the oven and the stove, baby? Well, sometimes you can buy it off the last renter, which is very common because it's hard to move. Or you just have to buy a whole new set yourself. It's very inconvenient, I mean. But for people who want to live in a place a long time, I guess it doesn't matter too much, does it now? Now, I can't really say generally how often you see washers or dryers included in America. It is occasionally done. Sometimes it's a pay machine, sometimes it's shared. But usually you have a washer and a dryer if something like that is provided. Germany, many times, if it's provided washing services, it'll only be a washer. Very common to see laundry lines, those 50s laundry upside down pyramids, you know the type I'm talking about? Also these folding things they have in their houses that you unfold. It's like a little weird table rack thing and you dry your laundry on it. Very economical and takes up less space, I guess, so. Another very puzzling thing. Apparently, light fixtures and mirrors, like in the bathroom and stuff like that, aren't always included in the apartment, so you might want to think about that when you move in. All I said is, why? I've never seen an apartment in America where they have light fixtures or mirrors. I mean, there's something, but. Also, too, in Germany, satellite is different. In America, you buy the satellite dish and you pay a monthly subscription. In Germany, you just buy the satellite receiver and the channels as long as you've got the receiver. And lastly, one of the things that you have to watch out is provisions. You always want to look for something that's provisionsfrei, without a provision. Now, if you want to, you can pay a provision, but pretty much all that is a really hefty fee that you pay to the real estate agent just for listing it on the internet. Just a way for people to make extra money. And I think it's up to 2 months cold rent or something like that. Don't ask me on that one, but it can be quite expensive. I've seen them up to 2,500 euros before on an apartment. I'm just like, no deposit, you don't get that money back. It's just, you should avoid it. Well, now, so I hope for all you Americans now who are living in Germany and you're renting your first apartments, I really hope I've been a help. And if you have any more comments or would like to say anything else you know that's different about renting apartments in Germany and America, let me know. And comment, rate, subscribe, and until next time, Auf Wiedersehen!